first performer tonight claims to have been on TV 2 times. Mr. Vaughn Fry.
Vaughn Fry, y'all.
Mr. Vaughn Fry.
Vaughn Fry!
Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm just gonna vent tonight because I think Comedy Club is the safe space for humor. I end up offending everybody everywhere I go otherwise. I'm banned from Baskin Robbins. I walked in, a guy behind the counter says, "Hey, you look kind of familiar. Have I seen you somewhere before?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know I look like a registered sex offender, but don't worry, I'm not registered."
I was touring in Texas, and it's true what they say. There's only 2 things that come from Texas: steers and... See, I was going to say people from Texas.
But right now, Vin Diesel, he's slid into this comfortable role. He shows up in the trailers and he just tells you how the last movie is different than this next one. This time, we taking it to a whole new level. And Furious 7, this time, it ain't like the last time. He's running out of ways to tell you how these movies are different. But, poor Paul Walker, rest in peace. They do need a new white guy, though. Am I right, man? How about Owen Wilson? Wow, I'm so excited to be part of this whole multi-ethnic crew. We have a Latina, 2 black men, and Ben and Dwayne. I don't know what you are, but I can be your token white guy. I can drive an American muscle car, and then after the heist, we can all grab salsa. So I live with my mom by choice. She is a weapon of comedy that you never know when it's gonna go off. I write down some of her greatest hits on my Twitter account, which you're not following. Seriously, if I can make this stuff up, FX would have taken my pilot to series. It's called Vaughn Fry Will Die Alone. I play myself and my mom. She had other people in mind other than me playing her. She says, "In your TV show, I want to be played by Rosie O'Donnell or Terry Hatcher. You gotta admit, I'm a lot cuter than Chevy Chase. I mean, Rosie O'Donnell." The Lakers have a player named Nick Young. He calls himself Swaggy P. He must not wash his hands. Seriously, I cannot make this stuff up. You know who they are? The Spice Girls. That's salt and pepper, but they are spices. There's a new thing that we just got, part of that Donald Trump present. He's doing these weekly video addresses. Have you seen this? It is so funny because he is doing the news and then reacting to it at the same time. So he says things like, "I've made an executive order to start construction of the wall. Great idea, it's about time." And it's like, this is his first time hearing his own plan. I guess the king or the queen of the local ads actually is Spangles. That's gotta be the way you say Spangles, right? I mean, that's the way the lady in the commercial says it. She's the founder's daughter. I think she has some inside information on how to say Spangles. I feel like Sean Connery when you say it like that, like, "Oh, I believe I'd like the Haitian death. Shall we be having lunch at Spangles this afternoon?" But Spangles doesn't know how to make a hamburger. They don't know how to make a restaurant. They don't know how to market this stuff. Like, they got a dessert named after the condition it gives you, mudslide.
We got NFL football starting up. You guys excited about NFL football? Yeah. Me neither. Yeah. Does anybody play fantasy football? Yeah. You play fantasy football? Okay, sir, what's your name? Eric. Now, for those of you who are not initiated, fantasy football is where you and your buddies meet up at Buffalo Wild Wings and you pretend to eat chicken. And then you pick players from the NFL and you put them on your fantasy team. And then when the regular season starts, the stats they accumulate during the games become fantasy points, and that tells you how much money you lost. Last year, I made a mistake. I drafted Ray Rice. After he beat the crap out of his wife in an elevator and then drug her lifeless body away on camera. I At the time, he was suspended 4 games, and I'm thinking, okay, I'll pick him up late in the draft. He'll be rested and ready to go for the rest of the season. Everybody's gonna be like, that Vaughn Fry, he really knows his fantasy football. Then the commissioner got hounded by all those gals with the pink ribbons, and he went back on his suspension. He was suspended the whole season and kicked off the Baltimore Ravens. It was really sad for my fantasy team. But I'm not making that mistake again. This year I went out of my way to find players I thought would be least likely to beat the crap out of their wife, girlfriend, and or child. So I picked an all-white team. Now, it's not racist because I'm the only guy playing fantasy football who doesn't own a black man. If anybody's racist in here, it's Eric. He's the slave owner.
For me, a man bun. Not a good one. I didn't say it was good. It's been working on that for 6 months. Got 3 laughs. That's the last time I put that much effort into a joke.